What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Big Baby. What's poppin'? It's Big Baby Jonathan here. Welcome to the latest edition of the Big Baby Jonathan Sports Podcast. And in today's show, I'm going to be talking about the Lakers game for tonight at 4 p.m. West Coast time. What do the Lakers need to do to win tonight's game to be up 3-1 in the second round versus Houston? Keys to tonight's game: LeBron be aggressive, AD be aggressive, make perimeter shots, play defense, force turnovers, get out in transition, and limit the turnovers. If you limit the turnovers, it's going to be a good game for the Los Angeles Lakers. But if we're coming in disengaged, giving up wide open layups, dunks, and force them to drive to the basket, stop standing on the three-point line. You know what I mean? Stop standing on the three-point line. Stop just when they're wide open. Stop. Don't even run out there, because sometimes Lakers do this. When they're out there on the three-point line, they'll just you got to close out, play that tough defense, that hustle, that grit, that grind, that tenacity. We can be up 3-1 because the Clippers are up 3-1 in their series, because it's looking like we're going to meet up with the Los Angeles Clippers. You know? And Skip Bayless, I got to get into Skip Bayless. What up, LeBron? Underscore. What up, LeBron? SZN underscore. What's poppin'? But I got to get into Skip Bayless real quick before I get on to the Lakers. What was I going to say? Why did Skip Bayless say we're scared? You know? Why did Skip Bayless say we're scared? You know? Skip Bayless says we're scared of them. We're not scared of any team. You know? You know? Ain't nobody scared of the San Diego Clippers, man. You know? He says we're scared and childish for complaining about the times to play. It don't matter about the times. We're gonna come in to highest level and play. You know, Skip Bayless he just talks a lot. You know what I mean? It's just at the end of the day, he just likes to yap. You know, it's just he's always a hater. You know what I mean? He never gives LeBron credit. I give LeBron credit. I criticize LeBron a lot of the times, but when he plays good, I point out the goodness. You know, he needs to be aggressive tonight. Anthony Davis needs to be aggressive tonight. You know, we got comments in here. We got Prince Daniel. What is the plan for tonight, coach? For tonight's coach, Big Baby Jonathan. The keys to the game for the coach: start Markieff Morris. Go small. You know, set the tone early. Set the tone. You know, because Markieff Morris can shoot that three. He can play that tough defense. That he can match up with PJ Tucker defensive wise and offensive wise too. He can net perimeter jump shots, mid range. You know, he's a good player. I love his game. I'm glad that we picked him up. You know what I mean? Just love his energy out there. You know, we got questions from LeBron. SZN underscore. Thoughts on Kuzma in the playoffs? I love it. He's playing that tenacity. When he has the offensive struggle, he does other things. Facilitate, diving for loose balls. I see his defensive energy and toughness out there great tonight. You know, I want to see it. You know what I mean? I want to see this team come out. Okay, we're up 2-1. Punch him in the mouth. We got to boop. Punch him in the mouth. You know, we need to come out there guns blazing tonight. I don't want to see no soft stuff. And I don't want to see us go through the motions. But, hey, it's a playoff game. You might have one of those games where we have to claw back. You know, we may have one of those games where we have to crawl back. But at the end of the day, you know, at the end of the day, we got to come out guns blazing. We got to execute. We got to. You know, I know Houston's going to go on a run, you know, so we have to contain that, you know, and I don't want to see any of this if Lakers give up a layup. I don't want to see, do not put your head down. Keep playing through it, man. And LeBron, if you get fouled, quit complaining to the refs as it happens. You know, just talk to them at timeouts and be like, hey, what's going on? How come I'm getting fouled and not called? Because sometimes when you put your head down, you get back at the ref, and then everybody on Houston is back on offense. On the Lakers back on defense, and you're barely trailing. You gotta get back on defense. You know what I mean? Gotta get back on defense, and I want to see everybody's talking about. Oh, Kuzma needs to be the third star. Kuzma this, Kuzma that. I get that, but Kuzma, do the normal things that you do. Continue to play well. Continue to get assists. Continue to rebound. Continue to play that tough defense that you do. Rondo's our third player, our superstar, our good player. You know what I mean? Rondo's playoff Rondo. You know, and if Rondo comes in with the mindset of like he did in game 3 with 21 points, 12 points in the fourth quarter, we'll win. You know, we need Rondo. I like that lineup of Rondo, Caruso, LeBron, Morris, and Anthony Davis. That lineup sparked us in that second half. Frank Vogel did a good job, you know, with that lineup. And then when Dan Green wasn't performing at the highest level, taken out. KCP, taken out. So I want Frank Vogel to continue to do the rotations really well. You know what I mean? I really want Frank Vogel to do a good job tonight. You know, and Daniel House is not playing due to, I believe, he broke a violation of the protocol, their little protocols that they have over there in Orlando. I guess they broke it, and we got to see what happens. You know, he may be out for the rest of the playoffs. We got to play small. Hope. Yeah, I hope we start Morris too, man. Hope we start Morris too. He can bring that toughness early. He can bring that mid-range. He can bring, you know, rebounding, spread the floor when LeBron, you know, spread the floor. Because if LeBron drives and they close the lane, Morris in the corner, AD in the corner, you know, Danny Green on top of key, you know, KCP, you know. And I'm gonna say it right here. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy? Danny Green is due for a good game, and he's gonna drop 18 points tonight. You hear it here first. Danny Green's gonna light it up tonight. He's due for a good game. He's due. So I have all the confidence in Danny Green. I have confidence in this team, man. You know, I know sometimes I let my emotions get the best of me, but at the end of the day, I trust this team. You know, I trust the team really well. You know? But, let me see here. I guess, what's it called? There's reports that the NBA might not start until Christmas or possibly February, March. It makes sense. They're pushing things back. October's supposed to be the draft. You know, but they pushed it to November. It makes sense because the NBA is about to finish, and then there's going to be a champion. You know, Miami is in the Eastern Conference Finals, and Game 7 versus Toronto, Boston is tomorrow, I think. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday, so tomorrow. You know, so I want to see. To be honest, I want. Everybody's talking about, oh, Miami's getting to the finals. I want Boston. Let's get it. I want Boston in the finals. Let's go. But take it one game at a time, one series at a time. But you know, if we can get this job done, you know, if we get this job, it'll be cool. You know, just the man, basketball. If the basketball gods say, okay, we want Boston, LA, Lakers versus Boston. You know, and that'd be so amazing. But didn't you get? I remember when the Lakers were started the playoffs. Did you guys hear that report about those Kobe Bryant jerseys, those Mamba jerseys? They said they were gonna wear them for the rest of the playoffs if they got to the second round. You know, maybe they changed their mind. If I was the Lakers, I would say wear the jersey all the playoffs because we're 2-0 in those jerseys. For sure, Danny will have a good game. He got to keep shooting. Yeah, he should be good. You know, I want to see him continue to play the defense, and also too when he's not shooting the ball well, he does other things like pump fake, drive in, floater, offense rebound, put it back up. You know, get his rhythm going. You know, because I learned. I was watching a couple of Ray Allen videos. He said when his mid range or his three's not going or his mid range, he does little things, defense, assist, and he says what makes him get going was a layup. You know, so hopefully Dan Green has that mindset like Ray Allen because we need shooting. You know, at the end of the day, and it's going to be a good game tonight. I want to see this team blow out Houston, but I know it's going to be back and forth because James Harden and Westbrook are going to come out guns blazing, and I expect a counter punch. You know, it's going to be back and forth, but I expect Lakers to get it going defensively because I know about the Lakers. They try to figure it out because if the first quarter is not going well, they're going to figure it out. You know, they're going to figure it out. You know, at the end of the day, you know, if the first quarter is bad, second quarter is going to be good, third quarter is going to be, you know, the game is not going to be determined in the first quarter. So at the end of the day, us fans can't overreact, put stuff on Twitter. So if a bad first quarter, improve in the second quarter. Bad second quarter, improve in the second half. So if the Lakers have a bad first half, get better in the second half. You know what I mean? No, we gotta do. Lakers need to be up 3-1 because the LA Clippers are gonna beat the Denver Nuggets. And I told everybody once Denver beat Utah, I knew Denver was gonna beat the Clippers. I thought they were gonna get swept. You know, I don't trust Denver. They're inexperienced, overrated. You know, Jamal Murray's overrated. You know, gets off against Utah, scores a bunch of 50, 40-point games, doesn't do anything against the Clippers. You know, but who knows? I ain't worried about that series. I'm worried about Houston. You know. Worried about Houston. We got to focus on Houston because I know a lot of Clipper fans are in my DM talking, oh, we're going to beat the Lakers in the West Conference Finals. Okay, keep talking. Go ahead. I'm going to let all the Clipper fans talk their noise. Let them be excited to the first West Conference Finals in franchise history for them. You know, So I'm gonna let Clipper fans keep talking, and when we do beat the Houston Rockets, I feel like if we win this series, I'm not happy. You know why? Because our ultimate goal is to get to a championship and win this NBA championship for Kobe Bryant. You know, and shout out to LeBron James for understanding about what it is to put on a Los Angeles Lakers uniform. I praise you for that, man. Thank you. That's what all I've been wanting is you to adapt that Kobe Bryant Mamba mentality on when you get on the floor. You know, you're understanding now. You know, that's why I have high expectations for you, LeBron, because I want you to do good and get better. You know, and a lot of LeBron fans need to stop. Oh my God, stop, baby. You know, a lot of LeBron fans always be like, hold on. You know, a lot of fans will be like, oh, it's okay, LeBron. It's okay. You had a bad game. It's okay. You had 20 points, but we lost. You know, but me, hell no. If you have a bad game, if you have a bad game, I'm gonna say you need to do better. You know, as us, a lot of LeBron fans think I hate LeBron. I don't hate LeBron. I just want him to play at the highest level, like Kobe Bryant did. You know what I mean? Kobe played at the highest level each night. You know, and he didn't stand around, hands on his hip, looking around, not engaged. Sometimes LeBron gets disengaged. Sometimes, man, along with Anthony Davis. You know, at one point, I called them out and said they're an inconsistent superstar tandem. You know, that was in the playoffs against Portland, and then they shut me up. All I want this team to do, LeBron, AD, is to prove me wrong in a good way. You know what I mean? AD needs to stop getting so frustrated when he gets double teamed. Have you guys noticed when AD gets double teamed, he gets thrown off his game? I noticed that. You know what I mean? I noticed that about Anthony Davis. When he gets double teamed and struggles from that, then he gets thrown off. But all in all, man, you know, it's like LeBron is a great talent, you know, and let's get into Kawhi versus LeBron. You know, we need to stop, you know, like LeBron has a good game, it doesn't count because it's against Houston. But Kawhi Leonard does it, it's against Denver. Denver roster is not talented, Houston roster is talented. Houston got Westbrook and Harden. You know what I mean? They got those guys. You know, Nurkic or the Joker and Jamal Murray. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know. You know. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, man, we gotta get up 3-1 in this series. But I'm gonna end this Big Baby John to Sport podcast. Talk to you guys at halftime. Go Lakers, baby.